Yes, it's cold outside, and yes, that is sushi, and yes, sushi is cold, but wow, the stuff that goes on the sushi is hot.
Yes, and we have sushi for you today and much more from Hula Bay, and with us now are Jackie Anderson from Metromix.com and Chef Matthew Beilstein from Hula Bay. Hello, both of you.
Hi, how you doing? Good morning.
Tell us about what you've brought in here. First of all, well, you know what? Tell us about what we've got here, because we've got, this is tuna, I believe, sashimi?
Yes.
And, take it away here,
I brought
Chef.
a little bit from a couple different segments of our menu. One of our most popular salads that I'm going to finish putting together, it's our iceberg wedge. One of our biggest selling appetizer, the molten martini, which is a crunchy fried shrimp tossed in a sweet and spicy sauce. And then we brought a couple items from our sushi menu. One of the appetizers is our sesame seared Hawaiian ahi tuna. One of our biggest selling rolls, which is the Big Wave, and our volcano roll, which I'm going to put together here in a minute.
The servings here, is this the serving size you would get in the restaurant?
Absolutely.
Because these are some pretty generous servings.
Definitely a big sushi roll.
Yep. Well, that's one of our specialty rolls. We have some of the basic rolls, spicy tuna California, and they'll look a little bit smaller, but we kind of go for a big presentation on our signature rolls.
What's in the Big Wave?
The Big Wave is filled with cold water lobster meat, cream cheese, and blanched asparagus.
Oh, wow.
And it's wrapped in the fresh Hawaiian tuna and wasabi seasoned sesame seeds.
That sounds like maybe the perfect roll. Seriously.
It's by far our biggest seller on the menu.
Oh my gosh.
Now this is a very non-traditional, can we get a close-up of this? This is a very non-traditional martini that you've
lettuce.
equipped up here, the lettuce martini. But that's what do we have going on there?
Well, the lettuce just kind of elevates it so that the excess sauce on the shrimp drips to the bottom and doesn't sog the crispy breading on the shrimp. But we're going to toss that crunchy shrimp in our sweet spicy sauce and then mound it up on top of the glass, and that's how it's actually presented at the table.
All right, well, Matthew, while you're grabbing the other components to do that, and we will put it all together. Jackie, what made you pick Hula Bay to bring on the show this week?
Well, it was really an easy selection for me this week because Hula Bay is my favorite restaurant. We just had our New Year's Eve party there, and it's just the perfect location. It's right on the water. You can come by boat, by car, and as you can see, they have phenomenal food. So.
And I can honestly attest that this was one of the most fun New Year's parties. I actually went to it, and it was one of the most fun New Year's parties I could possibly have imagined, and one of the best New Year's that I've had so far. I mean, they took care of everybody from the food to the drinks to the bands to the DJs. It was just a really good time.
Yeah.
And you were never asked to leave at any point during the evening.
At no point.
And that's a first for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get kicked out of a New Year's party?
Every year. No, yes, it was a lot of fun. It was a really, really good time. And you know what? An incredible selection, too, of music for everybody who wanted to, have the club music or 80s, 90s or whatever. There were bands, like I said, and DJs, so it was really cool.
Now,
oh, my gosh, this
shrimp's
looks
going
amazing.
in here. And again, this is the same serving size you get in the restaurant.
Yes,
look at this. It's loaded with shrimp, and that's the molten sauce. Again, what is in the molten sauce?
It's basically a sweet and spicy sauce. It's similar to what you're used to with sushi, like a spicy mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But it's got like a sweet chili aspect to it for a little broader flavor profile.
Oh, look at that.
I feel like I could just eat that as my only meal for the rest of my life.
I'll tell you, that
just looks unbelievable.
It's the best of both worlds. It's a martini, yet it's food. It's unreal. Now you've got, is that bacon there?
Yes.
That goes on the salad, right?
Yes. This for the salad. This we cook off applewood smoked bacon, chop it ourselves, and the wedge salad, besides getting the big wedge of iceberg lettuce and the fresh Roma tomatoes, we're going to top it with our homemade double blue cheese dressing. If you're a blue cheese fan, it's going to ruin you on other restaurants' blue cheese.
Sure. Okay.
Double.
Yes.
Double blue cheese. It's true blue cheese.
Yes.
Now, you've got the bacon on there. I was just reading an article that talked about how bacon is making this huge, not really a comeback, but bacon is everywhere in cooking now. Why is that?
Well, it's just so much flavor. I mean, two things that let your taste buds taste anything is salt and sodium. I'm sorry, fat and sodium, both of which are pretty prevalent in pork products.
That's why you're finding it in even things like ice cream now.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon ice cream,
it's
chocolate covered bacon, whatever, yeah. But okay, well, I feel like we should do some taste testing.
I do too.
Don't you think?
Too. Jackie, was there anything else you needed to plug this week?
Well, our Best of Guide launches next week. This is a compilation of all the best restaurants in the area, venues, things that we thought should be known to people out there. They can go on and vote. And Hula Bay is actually nominated for Best New Restaurant and Best Happy Hour.
When is the deadline to finish voting?
It goes on for 2 weeks, but it launches next week, next Monday.
Okay, so something to look forward to there.
Check that out. This just got better.
Oh, man. What is that, iodine?
This is the volcano roll.
Oh, there we go.
the rolls wrapped in avocado, and then it gets topped with the baked dynamite, which is
baked dynamite. That is an awesome name.
It is diced tuna, salmon, and white fish and crab, all mixed in a spicy sauce, and it gets actually baked off, served hot on top of the roll. Then we top it with our homemade eel sauce, and a little bit of smelt roe for garnish.
Eel sauce.
Oh my goodness!
The homemade is the way to go.
That
with the
looks
eel sauce.
unbelievable.
I'll tell you what. If we do the 10 Connects band next year, the name of the band should be Baked Dynamite.
You got it.
That is
Dynamite.
It's a great name for anything. Well, thank you so much for being here. Let's try some shrimp. Let's try some of this.
Just
here we go.
One.
Oh yeah.
We'll get
here we
messy.
Are. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Finger food, right?
Holy cow! Oh my God.
Yeah, you just read this. I'm going to take this.
You could do that 3 meals a day.
I'll see you later.
For the rest of your life. Up next.